We are recording today, so we're going to make this available on our YouTube page as well. We'll do some editing and then get it up on YouTube. So if you want to share this with other people, you can. I think one of the things you're going to hear from Dr. Raymond today is that, you know, depression, anxiety, stress can cause serious chronic illness and different things that affect millions and millions of people all over the world. And so being able to help them find a solution is something that is a passion of ours. And so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen and tell you briefly just about us before I turn this over to Dr. Raymond. Looks like I'm screen sharing, so I'm going to get to this. And Sucavu is the name of the company sponsoring today's call with Dr. Kamga and Dr. Raymond and a lot of other medical professionals who are joining us, and we're grateful to have them. Like I said, my name is Zane, and I am one of the owners and also the formulation expert at Sucavu. My main job is to take all the information you're going to learn today and to blend that into something that can help people have a good experience with cannabinoids. The research that the doctors are going to share with you today is vital. It's very important. But if we can't take that research and then turn it into something that can help people, it doesn't do us a lot of good. We need something that people can take. And so I would encourage you to listen and understand, again, the time and effort and energy and everything that's been put into this presentation by Dr. Raymond and Dr. Kamga. It's vital. It's super important, because if we can help people with less stress, less anxiety, less depression especially, then I think we should. So our company was founded in 2019. Actually, I guess technically 2020 in January, or excuse me, it was 2019. I'm sorry. And we've been manufacturing and growing hemp and cannabinoid products since 2014, and we've been manufacturing products since 2013. We originally started importing our hemp from Canada. So we've been doing this for quite a while, but we are, again, like I said, very, very excited and thankful for the opportunity to listen to these amazing doctors today. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you briefly, we have four very specific missions and core values as a company. The first core value is that we have quality and safe products that we want people to be able to take. We want to know our product from seed to shelf. One of the things we do is we invite people, and literally everybody on this call is invited to come to Utah, which is where our headquarters is, in October, and get a chance to see our extraction facility as well as our farms and be able to see how we actually manufacture products. The number two, and that's what today is all about, is sharing relevant and impactful knowledge and experience. We want to be able to share information, because if we can't share it and get that information out into the world, then we can't really help people. And so again, we're very, very excited and grateful to have amazing doctors who are on our scientific board and research. And I've been working with doctors and practitioners for 8 years to make the very best products that we can. So today is all about number two. It's sharing good information and relevant information to help you know how we can help people who might be struggling with depression or anxiety or stress. And part of that is building lifelong relationships. I know a lot of people on the call today, and I'm meeting some new people. Welcome to our fold. Welcome to our tribe. We're glad to have you. And then our fourth core value is to serve other people, to help them in any way that we can. Since I don't have a picture of me, you can't see me, there's a picture of my family. That beautiful woman right there, that's my wife. And she is the reason that I started this. My goal when I first started was to help her with her health. She was really struggling with stomach issues, and that brought me down a path of being able to grow hemp and be able to extract as many cannabinoids as possible so that we could use those for different issues. And we're going to specifically talk about anxiety and depression today. I'm very, very proud of these kids. They are my world. And most of them have gone on service missions to be able to build schools. This daughter built some schools in Africa, and these two daughters, we went to St. Thomas after the hurricane and cleaned out houses, and some of my other kids have done some other service missions, and that's our fourth core value. So we're excited to share and help other people wherever we can. This is our farm. That's a picture of our farm. It's not something pulled off the internet. That is actually our farm. Why we're different. First, none of our products contain THC, and we'll talk about that, and I'll let Dr. Raymond even talk about cannabinoids a little bit later. We have 8 years of manufacturing experience. Our products are very bioavailable, and we third-party lab test everything we do. I'm going to get to here and show you 2 more slides, and then I'm going to turn the time over to Dr. Raymond. This is what I live in. This is my world. Every single body, your body and my body and every person in the world has an endocannabinoid system. Just like you have a respiratory system and a circulatory system and a reproductive system, your body has an endocannabinoid system, and it is enhanced by phytocannabinoids, these cannabinoids. There are 115 of them. Most people have heard of THC. They know that if I smoke marijuana and it has THC in it, I'm probably going to get high. And in 2021, most people have heard of CBD. But a lot of people have not heard of CBE or CBT or CBG or CBN or CBL. And that is where we live. That's our world. We are going to talk a lot about CBD today because specifically with mental health, CBD is a great cannabinoid. But what I do is I take these cannabinoids and we combine them with great ingredients to create products that help. We don't just add CBD to something. For example, if I want to have my brain, and we're going to talk about that today because cannabinoids can minimize levels of chronic stress. They can be used as an antidepressant, anti-anxiety, and Dr. Raymond's got the research to show this as well as testimonials. But I'll show you an example here. For my heart and circulatory system, it can prevent plaque accumulation and it lowers blood pressure. So let's just focus on these 2 right now for this moment, even though it helps throughout our body. So in the heart and circulatory system, when you look at this wheel of cannabinoids, CBG, this cannabinoid, is the antiarrhythmic and antihypertensive. So in our heart products that we make that help lower blood pressure, CBG is the main component. When we make products to help with depression, as you notice here, CBD, antidepressant, it's neuroprotective, it's an immunosuppressant, it's anti-anxiety. So we focus on products that have more CBD in them. But our goal is to produce products that have multiple cannabinoids to help people with anxiety and depression. That is why people like THC, oddly enough, generally doesn't work well with people who have anxiety. It can actually exacerbate it and make it worse. And so we want to make sure we have the right cannabinoids in the right products. I'm going to give you one more example here as I flip through that. We've got 5 unique cannabinoids in most products. Some we just have 1, some we have 2, some we have 5. And actually now we're getting to the point where we have 6. But this is a product that's specifically designed to help with mental health. And when you look at the report, the lab report, it has 542 milligrams of CBD. So it's dominant in CBD. It has CBDV, CBG, CBN, and CBC. And we have a whole line of products. Dr. Kamga and Dr. Raymond are going to talk about the importance of nutrition as well in their presentation. And we've developed some products that go with the oils to help with people, because when you're not getting the right nutrition, your body can't be in balance. And so we need to be in balance as well. With that, I'm going to turn the time over to Dr. Raymond, who happens to be in Europe right now. So he's a lot of hours ahead of us in the United States. And we're grateful so much to him for taking his time to come on today and to share his presentation. He is an incredible man. He has an incredible resume. And I'm grateful that I've gotten to know him and that we are able to use his wisdom and his knowledge to make great products. And so with that, Dr. Raymond, I will turn the time over to you and let you dive into your presentation, which is a fantastic presentation, by the way.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zen, for giving me this opportunity to talk about depression and the role of cannabinoid on this mental health problem. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dr. Njume, public health medical doctor. I want to talk about depression and the use of cannabinoid. So we know that depression in the world, there is almost 264 million of people that are suffering from depression. This is a leading cause of disability worldwide. And you know that more women are affected than men, and this can lead to suicide. According to WHO, 16 million Americans have had at least one depressive episode in their life. Antidepressants remain controversial due to their side effect efficiency. This is why they are replaced by CBD with a new protocol. So depression is a psychodegenerative affection associating low mood, loss of motivation, loss of appetite, and eating disorder, energy loss, sleep disorder, feverishness, decreased ability of to concentrate, difficulty making decision, feeling guilty, and ideas of suicide. So we can have a summary on this manifestation and symptoms. You can see that there is also hunger, lack of concentration, feeling guilty, lack of human contact. So the person is don't like to have contact with people around him. Loss of organ of appetite. This can cause dysregulation of weight and can lead also to obesity. Energy loss, dismay. There is also a great implication of alcohol and drug abuse in this depression, and the patient undergo a certain sleeping problem. So the causes are various. You can have personal factors, change in the brain of the patient, difficult events. There is also stress, anxiety also. Now the risk factor has also genetic, biochemistry, subject personality, environment. We can resume this risk factor on this slide. We are going to see that there is also alcohol addiction, certain chronic disease. Family members can suffer, who in the family where you have some members who are suffering of depression, another are exposed to that. We have also life events and stress that are implicated, that are risk factors. Hormonal change after the birth of a child. And now we said that female sex are more exposed. So you can see in this slide that there is an interaction between stress, cortisol secretion, norepinephrine, that can increase vascular risk and with atherosclerosis, blood coagulation, and increase of sympathetic tone. So we have also, when cortisol is increasing, we have also carbohydrate, and this can lead to obesity and diabetes. So at that time, you can have, when you have carbohydrate, you are going to have increase of insulin, because insulin tends to reduce this carbohydrate. There is also increase of leptin. Now, this interaction affects also the inflammation. Now, when you have stress, there is also inflammation with all these mediators of inflammation. Interleukin 1, 6, 8, 10, interleukin, interferon, haptoglobin, and you have one of the consequences of this is neurodegeneration. And all these phenomena are interacting together and are leading to depression. And depression that can be also, that can have consequences on strokes, on cancer, and lead to diabetes, lead to epilepsy and dementia. There is also studies that are showing the great role of CBD on epilepsy. So this is an evidence that of the action of CBD, of cannabinoids on this depression, and we can have here the molecular mechanism. But we are going to give the highlight. Study shows that CBD has a dose-dependent antidepressant-like effect. So the more we increase this dose, the better we are going to have the positive effect on depression. So mechanism involve including serotoninergic, cannabinoid neuroplastic mechanism. So clinical study continues to investigate this. CBD is a non-psychotomimetic component opposing THC. This is very important on psychotomimetic effect. This is why Mr. Zen did not have THC in our supplement. So what's the mechanism of action of this CBD on depression? CBD interact with neurotransmitters. You know, we saw it last time when we discussed on anxiety and stress. We knew that the mechanism by which it was acting on neurotransmitter. So this interaction with neurotransmitter involved in depression concern serotonin and glutaminergic, also endocannabinoid system. So we are going to have also increase of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, and this induce molecular change in the brain. So we are going to have also synaptogenesis in the cortex, because patient with depression, there is a sort of hypertrophy of the brain. So CBD is going to also increase neurogenesis in the hippocampus. So we have now this file, excuse me, we have this file, this slide. On this slide, we can see above that we have certain nerves, and you have certain nerve, and you have cell death, you have proliferating progenitors, that is a precursor of nerves, and we can see that CBD could stimulate proliferating progenitor and neuron regeneration. See, this neuron regeneration is something very important in the treatment of those mental diseases. So, and the second figure is showing that CBD led to the proliferation, differentiation, and survival of nerve cells. This, we are going to see on this map the action of CBD on proliferation, differentiation, and survival of nerve cells. Those are complicated terms for us today, and we have also here in the hippocampus the CBD increased neurogenesis. So how CBD interact with depression? CBD acts in the body in a different mysterious way, depending on several factors, including weight, height, body mass, and lifestyle. So when I say that how to do something naturally, it's not only cannabinoid that are acting now. You have to also look for lifestyle. You have to also do certain exercise to act on all these diseases. CBD interact with serotonin target receptors. What we see, you know that all these diseases are associated with certain modification of secretion of serotonin. And you know also that CBD attached to serotonin receptor, and this reduce the recaptation of serotonin and give antidepressive effect, because this is the effect, the antidepressive effect is related to serotonin, and CBD can bind to the receptor of serotonin. So we are going to have increase of serotonin leading to cure of the depression. So we have here THC versus CBD against depression. So the certain studies shows that high CBD strain helps to treat depression more than high THC. And we also know that THC is a psychoactive, has some psychoactive effect and can create also all those diseases. So we saw we already know this this slide that is giving us the effect of on the CBD effect on psychiatric disorders. This is the general mechanism that how CBD acts on psychiatric disorders. So we have several receptors here: PPARY, TRPV, DPI55, CBD 1, 2. So all these receptors can be activated by CBD. And why you are going to see that this is going to increase the hippocampal neurogenesis. You know that when one of the principles for the treatment of this mental disease is the increase of this nerve. So this is also going to reduce the glial activity concerning astrocyte and microglia. So activation of CB2, PPARY, RRPV, and GPR55 lead to increase of hippocampal neurogenesis and decrease of glial activity of astrocytes and microglia. This is very important concerning the general mechanism of action of CBD on mental problem. Now, how cannabinoid act on depression, interact with obesity? Now, we're going to see that we have the healthy diet. Here we have the Western diet. So, excuse me, we have these two diets here, and we can discover here that the healthy diet decrease risk of obesity, and the Western diet tend to increase the risk of obesity. We can see that patients with obesity interact with certain mechanisms that are concerned, like inflammation, oxidative stress, mitochondrial dysfunction, impairment, dysfunction of gut microbiota, and also interfere on neurogenesis, epigenetic change, and HPA axis. All these mechanisms are implicated, can cause depression. All these mechanisms. See, there is now a relation between obesity and depression through all these mechanisms that are caused by a Western diet. But now, when we have a healthy diet, we are going to avoid all these mechanisms. And as this CBD cannabinoids are acting in the body by a principle of homeostasis, we are going to have certain adjustment when there is a phenomenon that is tend to increase. This CBD will regulate it, and this can be shown on all the figure that we saw concerning the biomolecular mechanism of action of cannabinoids on all those diseases. So several review and publication shows the mechanism of action by which diet may influence mental and brain health, including modulation of pathway involved in inflammation, oxidative stress. Everybody knows what is oxidative stress, epigenetic changes, mitochondrial dysfunction, change of gut microbiota, HPA axis, neurogenesis, and BDNF also as obesity is concerned in this. Now we can resume in this slide the benefits of CBD on the mind and the body. So the mind is what permits us to think, to act, to do anything. It's just like the center of the skin, of the body. So we are going to see that CBD can increase concentration. When you take CBD, you are more concentrated and you can do your job without problem. And there is regulation of skin problem. There is a relief of pain and inflammation. CBD can help to relax and sleep better. CBD reduces anxiety and depression. CBD can slow the appearance of cancer cells. This is what we did, I think, almost 4 weeks ago, the action of CBD on cancer cells. So we have certain testimony. I would like Madame Rosa to read all these testimonies.
Okay.
I don't know if Rosa is there.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Raymond. I'll just read these testimonies. Oh, Tammy can do it, but let me read it. So okay. These are testimonials that I think Dr. Raymond has compiled in Europe, showing that the CBD really works. And the The first one says, my name is M and I'm 45, I'm 41 years old. I've been sick all my life with severe post-traumatic stress disorder and have always struggled to keep my head above water. I suffer from depression, anxiety, confusion, body pain, etc. I tried everything, but nothing worked. After 8 months of uncertainty, I was finally diagnosed with CNEP, psychogenetic non-epileptic seizures. So it sounds a lot like epilepsy, but it is caused by extreme stress load. Despite taking the morphines, my pain was unbearable. The situation worsened. I tried CBD oil, and this is what happened. A miracle has happened. I cry with relief and gratitude as I write these words. After a week of 5% CBD oil, my pain was so reduced that I could go swimming, wear clothes, and even use the bathroom. Thanks to the CBD oil that I have been taking for 14 days, I can sit here and write this story to you. I can cook again, read books, play with Poppy, listen to music, dance in the rain. I can finally revive a bit, although I'm not yet fully healed at all because the number of my seizures has dropped from 94 to 15. Okay, Mrs. A claimed in 2019 to have tried the CBD at 6%, 12%, and 24% several times to fight against depression, and it works very well. She's, she declares, I no longer demand anything of myself. I live like plants, means she's happy because plants don't worry about anything. Madam A advised Madam J in May 2017 in France to try CBD for severe anxiety. There is no contraindication. CBD is a great product for fighting depression, especially for you who have already tried everything without success. Madam A, 69, confirmed on December 9, 2019, that CBD oil is very useful against depression. This is what she uses to reduce her fibromyalgia pain. And so we have all of this. And I think even some of us, I mean, that have been using this, they can tell, they can talk also. So thank you, Dr. Riman, and I think you can continue.
So thank you, Rosa. So I think that the presentation is at end. This is the part of Dr. Mr. Zen, and we have various supplements that Mr. Zen put at our disposal. Oil joint balm is going to explain it himself, and so I want to thank everybody for this attending this meeting. So I want to say that the aim of those presentations is just information. We have to know that what Mr. Zen put at our disposal is something very great for the future. We know that tomorrow there will be a revolution as far as the treatment of certain disease is concerned. So we try to look out all around the publication, all around the world. We discover that CBD products has a great future. And from now, I think that there is something to do for that. Thank you for your kind attention.
Dr. Raymond, thank you so much. That was such a great presentation. Zane got kicked off. So I'm in his stead. My name's Tammy. I'm the customer support manager here at Sucavu. I love working for this company. I love working for Zane. He's one of my very favorite people. He makes sure that all of our product is incredible quality. One thing that I love is that we own our own farm. We own our own extraction facility. We know where this product's coming from. We know the quality that we're giving. And that really makes such a huge difference when you're taking a product. So I know that our oils are just incredible quality. They work very well. We work with you. We try to make sure that you're getting the product that's going to be best for you personally and for what's going on in your life. So make sure that you reach out to the person that invited you to this call and talk to them a little bit more. We're happy to get on one-on-one calls with people and talk through things and issues and see how we can help you best. We want to make sure that we can get this product to everyone who needs it. Thank you for joining. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks.
very much. Thank you very much.